There are many times when you might want to make a photograph with things that you have taken, and you might want to remove the background. And there are a few different ways. You can do a more precise tool where you have control, and that is the lasso select tool. If I choose polygonal lasso, basically I am clicking, letting go, clicking, letting go, clicking, letting go, and I'm going to do this all the way around the edge of my doll in this case. And it's a little bit painstaking. You can zoom in to help. And I'm just going to pause so you can see what happens when you close the loop. If you mess up, you can hit the escape or backspace button depending on your device and continue with the clicking and releasing. When the loop has closed, that means you have started and ended the lasso tool on the same path. So I've clicked right where I started and it starts kind of making this moving loop. Then what I would want to do is I would want to go up to select and I would want to invert the selection. So now I don't have the doll selected, I have the entire background selected, and I could click the backspace button. I can then click off of it and I now have just the doll. And it's not perfect, like you can see some areas where I could have done a better job, but what I would do is when I save this, I would want to make sure that it is a PNG and that I have a transparent background. So I'm going to go ahead and save this as doll transparent, and that will help me remember that this is my transparent PNG. Now, the other way that you can do this is much easier, but you don't have as much control. So if I were to reopen the original doll photo, you can click on this scissors cutout mask, and there's actually an AI tool. And if you click AI Auto, it will remove the background for you. The only issue with this is that you don't have as much control. So you can see around the hair, it kind of had a little bit of a different effect than I had. But again, if I liked this one, I would save it as a PNG with a transparent background. Now you might ask why I would want to do something like this, because it is kind of fun to create your own photos at times. So let's say I wanted to put this creepy doll in an abandoned building, and I don't have a photo of an abandoned building. And I want to try to find one that I am legally allowed to use. So in Google Image, I'm going to just search up abandoned building photography. And then when I go to images, there's this little button over here that says tools and then usage rights. If I click on Creative Commons licenses, that means I'm allowed to use these legally without getting into trouble. So I could use this image here. I'm going to go ahead, right click, save image as. So I'm not copying or pasting, I'm saving image as. Okay, this is a WebMP file, so that one would not work. So you have to make sure that you are finding the correct file type. Try this one. If I'm going to save image as, it is a JPEG, so this one will work. So I'm going to go back into Pixlr, and this time I'm going to create a new photo. And I'm going to first add my background layer. So I'm going to go up Layer, Add Image as Layer. I'm going to find my graffiti background. I can click on my Move and Resize tool to fill that canvas up. And then I would start adding my transparent PNG. So Layer, Add Image as Layer. I'm going to make sure I find the transparent background. And fun thing I can do is I can actually copy and paste this, so I can just re-layer and duplicate. So duplicate layer, move it over. Duplicate layer, move it over. And I could continue adding those transparent PNGs of the dolls, and I could make this as creepy as I want. And when I'm once done, I would just want to make sure that I save it.